People with positive perceptions of aging live 7.5 years longer than those with negative perceptions of aging. This is based on a study in 2002 called The Attitudes in Social Cognition about the longevity being increased by positive self-perception of aging. So it's based on what you think about aging, whether it ages you faster, 7.5 years faster, or slower. We believe that the internalized age stereotypes of older individuals contribute to the formation of their self-perceptions of aging, which in turn can have a physiological outcome. So basically, if you look negatively upon aging, it will affect how you age negatively. It goes on to say, unlike race and gender stereotypes, which individuals encounter while developing group self-identities, individuals acquire age stereotypes several decades before becoming old. Thus, younger individuals are likely to automatically accept age stereotypes without questioning their validity. We're just hearing a stereotype about aging and we don't even question its validity. When individuals reach old age and the stereotypes become self-relevant, they have already internalized these stereotypes. So once you reach an age, let's say 50 or older, you've already decided this is a fact. So then now it's relevant to you. So now it's just a fact that it's relevant to you. A further indication that self-stereotypes of aging are internalized is that older individuals tend to hold feelings toward their own group that are as negative as the feelings held by those outside of their group, meaning like the young. Now they compare this to being in another group, which is, let's say, race. So this contrasts with the in-group preference of other stigmatized groups, for instance, Asians and African Americans. In spite of acknowledging that they are perceived in negative terms, they tend to hold a positive view towards their respective groups, as whites do towards their own group. So those groups are not, even if there's some negative stereotypes, they're not internalizing it. But aging and older people have internalized those stereotypes, specifically the stereotypes of being old. I won't read the whole study. Let me know if you want me to link it somewhere. But the study concludes that if a previously unidentified virus was found to diminish the life expectancy by over 7 years, a considerable amount of effort would probably be devoted to identifying the cause and implementing a remedy. But in the case of this, they've identified a cause, but the remedy is a social remedy. As it goes on to say here, in the present case, one of the likely causes is known: societally sanctioned denigration of the aged. A comprehensive remedy requires that the same views that society is using against the elderly, those views need to be delegitimized. Like the same society has to recognize that those are unfair and unfounded views. I've said this a million times already, and I will say it till the day I die, but I think that we need to stop saying, I'm old. We need to stop calling people old. Oh, there's people making TikToks all the time going, well, this old lady or this old man or my old neighbor. And they even do videos where they go, oh, look at me helping my old neighbor. And then they do a video of the neighbor without the permission of the neighbor, as though they're doing them a favor. And look at how amazing I am. But you're also denigrating the elderly. So I think we need to be very self-aware, just like we're trying to become self-aware of our microaggressions towards a lot of different groups, ethnic, socioeconomic, etc. We need to also consider the elderly in those goals. We need to change how we view the elderly so that we can change how we're going to view ourselves once we're elderly. If that's the motivation you need, use that as your motivation and put another 7 years onto your life and those that you love, because you're not helping them live longer by stereotyping them, and they're not helping themselves live longer, and you're not helping yourself live longer. So anyway, I will preach to the end. Stop saying I'm old, stop saying they're old, stop calling people old, use other words, and let's change the stereotype around aging.